Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing you a game from the FXOpen, and this game is on Xel Naga Caverns. I hope you guys aren't fooled by the names. The guy that's playing as FXO T-Gun is actually CCMXiGua. He is a Chinese player, part of the CCM team, which is one of the top Chinese StarCraft 2 teams. I looked him up online, and his ranking in the Chinese ladder isn't actually that good. He's a Masters player, but he is playing in the FXOpen, so maybe he just doesn't ladder as much as he does play with his clansmate. On the other side is IMYonghwa. Younghwa is a Protoss player from Korea, part of the IM team, and I am guessing that this game is played on the North American servers, which is why Xigua is using T-Gun's account and Younghwa is using the IM Protoss, which I'm guessing is the Protoss account, or the Incredible Miracle account for the North American servers. And probably because StarCraft 2 isn't an open game, open region I mean, that's probably why these teams have accounts on servers, and they probably just share them around. Now it looks like Younghwa's just gonna sit his probe here just to scout. Xigua is getting his gas and pool. Sorry, I'm getting confused by the names. Gas going up for Younghwa, as well as another pylon. So far, pretty standard, nothing too crazy yet. It looks like Younghwa is saving up his Chrono Boost, probably gonna get Cybernetic Score and Chrono Boost out that early warp gate, but I could be wrong. He does have his rally set down here, which I find kind of odd. Maybe he meant to rally right here. And it looks like Younghwa is just continuing to be annoying, just continue looking the base. It looks like Xigua hasn't decided to go for his hatchery yet, but he is rallying troops there. It looks like 4 Zerglings just to clear out anything that Younghwa could be placing. And it looks like Younghwa did place a pylon there, and it should be taken out pretty quickly by Xigua. And Xigua does have his Overlord coming up into position, doesn't see anything too crazy. Hasn't scouted inside the main base yet. Oh, it looks like Younghwa has seen the Overlord, does know it's there, is going to try to Chrono Boost out this Stalker just to get an early advantage. And it looks like Xigua did get his base up. Younghwa hiding a probe back here. Excuse me. And I think he's probably going to put a pylon down here and try to warp in some units inside Xigua's base. And I think Xigua's Overlord should be okay. Can't be 100% sure. And I think he will be safe. Come on. No, it looks like not. And Xigua is supply blocked right now. Breaking down the back rocks. Always using those lings. A lot of pros always like to keep their lings active, I've noticed. Ling over here. Ling just checking for a fast expo or any hidden pylons. Checking the back. You see the rallies there. You know what he's thinking. He's probably just going to worry. He's worried about any kind of shenanigans. Another pylon going down. 2 more warp gates going down for Younghwa. And Xigua hasn't transitioned anything. He's kind of oversaturated right now. Took off gas. Probably going to get gas as soon as he gets his base saturated. And Younghwa's probe is still hiding back here. Ling's working down the rocks. Speed has finished, and it looks like warp gate almost finished. Chrono Boost still working on it. Income tab right now is in favor of Younghwa, but Xigua should be catching up pretty soon. He has his hatchery done and gonna start using that extra larva to start producing even more units. Creep spread starting for Xigua. And while Younghwa is part of the Incredible Miracle team and is a Korean pro, I wouldn't put anything past Xigua. He did get accepted into the FXOpen, and he is part of the CCM team, which is, I think, the best team in terms of Chinese StarCraft 2 play. I can't be 100% sure, but I know they're ranked really high for the Chinese team. So while I would say the favor is for younghwa, as he is getting his Stargate, you can't always say that he's definitely going to win, because you could never tell. Evolution Chamber going up. Roach Warren has finished. Nexus going up for younghwa. A lot of sentries getting their energy up, and it looks like CCMXiGua is getting his third. I would say a little risky. He hasn't even gotten his gas on his Expo yet. He's only working off of one gas right now. Not even at Lair Tech yet. And he might be in trouble if younghwa decides to do some pressure with this Stargate as well. Just because CCMXiGua has no anti-air except for these two queens. He does have the ability to make spore crawlers, but I don't see any up yet, and they do take time. So as long as he's hold this control or this Xel Naga tower, he should be okay, because he could see incoming Void Rays or Phoenixes, and it looks like a Void Ray and a Phoenix is on the way. younghwa needs to block this off. Probably going to throw down another gateway. Should be getting his upgrades as well, and it looks like CCMXiGua is going to start making the first move, bringing in a bunch of Zerglings. Going to use 2 Zerglings to scout out the base. A cannon is up. Gonna do some harassment. No, not enough. And it looks like CCMXiGua has his third base up. Needs to get it saturated. He is pretty well saturated in his 2 other bases. Got his gases going. Should be seeing more tech buildings going down for CCMXiGua soon. His lair is almost finished. And it looks like younghwa has hidden his tech. I don't think CCMXiGua knows about it. But a spy crawler is up, not what he needs. But if he pulls down his second queen, he should be okay. This queen, I don't think it's gonna be able to save it, especially if it's picked up right there. A spore crawler does go down. A spy crawler is canceled. Another spore crawler goes down, and 1 queen is gonna die. Oh, two Phoenixes are able to hold up both queens, and it looks like CCMXiGua is in a bad position right now. Another Phoenix incoming. Void Ray does kill the second queen. Spore crawlers are almost finished, but it looks like he'll be okay. And yeah, CCMXiGua does back off. Hydra Den is almost finished, and CCMXiGua is in a kind of bad position. He might lose all these units. I don't believe he has any no spore crawlers inside this base, and it looks like these overlords are gonna fall. Trying to transfer his spore crawlers, I don't think that's the best idea, but he does have 5 Hydras lists on the way. 2 more queens. Oh, bad position for CCMXiGua right now. younghwa, meanwhile, is getting up 4 more gateways. He did get his other tech buildings started. And wow, another queen gonna go down. More Phoenixes incoming. The Void Ray did go down. That is pretty big. No more damage will be done on the ground. And I think, yeah, younghwa is just gonna pull back. And in the meantime, CCMXiGua couldn't attack with these links because younghwa had these troops ready. And I like the block off right here. Blink is on the way from the Twilight Council. CCMXiGua is kind of in a bad position right now. He does have a really nice economy. He is 63. Ooh, he might have overdrone. 63 harvesters to 48. A big income lead. But he can't. He has to start producing units now, or else he'll fall behind very quickly. And younghwa should be using these to patrol, but it looks like CCMXiGua did decide to bring all of his overlords back to base, putting them against them. Infestation pit on the way. A lot of lings are going to be needed here, but Blink is almost done. +2 attack has started. And I don't know. younghwa's in a very good position right now. CCMXiGua does know about this. He doesn't have any upgrades though. I think he has +1 on the melee. I can't check for sure. Yeah, he does have +1 on the melee. No blink yet. Nice force fields, chopping off a lot of units. Zerglings are doing a good amount of damage, but it looks like his CCMXiGua's force was destroyed. younghwa, meanwhile, did get this pylon up. He did switch to a 6 gate, I believe. And bad position for CCMXiGua right now. Not enough units to hold this off. I think this is going to be game. I can't tell. Nice blink back by younghwa. Saving as many units as he can. Infestor here, but not able to do much. A lot of force fields going down. This base is probably going to be picked off. And it looks like drones are being pulled. CCMXiGua is in a bad position right now. Needs to get more lings to just stop the bleeding of the blink stalkers. And wow, younghwa can just keep on warping in units to the slow ground. Queen being picked up by the Phoenix, but it dies quickly. And yeah, Hydras without any Zerglings to back it up are in a bad position right now. Not very good for XiGua. Supply count is pretty even, but again, so many Blink Stalkers in his base. Infestor just sacrificing himself as a meat shield. But look at this Blink micro, and all younghwa keeps on warping in is Stalkers so he can continue blinking. More Hydras are going down, and look at these Stalkers don't even need to blink anymore. They're just walking into the base. XiGua is in a very bad position right now. He has no static defense in the back. He's just continuing to try to macro 16 lings on the way. An Infestor gonna die. Just that was not worth it. A Queen dead. This third hatchery is about to go down, and younghwa is in a powerful position right now. And GG by XiGua. Whew. That was pretty intense. And if you guys didn't know, the FXOpen is held by the FXO clan. I think it's FXO or just FX. I'm not 100% sure. But none of the players, I looked on the who was playing, and none of the players were FXO members. So I am guessing that this invitational is just a lead up to maybe a grand tournament where the FXO players actually do get to play. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it would make sense in my opinion. And this game is part of a best of 3 of the round of 16. So we will be going on to game number 2. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Barney signing off.